Say hello to the new IFMAR 4-wheel drive world champion, the XRAY XB4 2016. What's up, guys? So we're really excited to have this buggy. It is now finally released and in hobby shops, so we picked one up so we could unbox it and check it out with you guys. Now I thought it was kind of interesting just looking at the box. This sleeve is the 2015 sleeve. There's nothing different about it. There's nothing that says world champion on it. There's only this sticker that says 2016 specs, plural. But yeah, this is just a rebadged sleeve, and the only thing unique is on the side here on the sticker. Now for reference, as we're going through and unboxing this kit, I picked up Martin Baer's setup sheet. Martin and Bruno were running the same setup. That's what I was told, because there's no setup from Bruno. Now I thought it would be interesting to check out the springs and the fluids as we're unboxing this to see how it compares to the setup sheet. Although this setup is not going to be ideal for most people, but just out of interest, let's check it out. So, no more talking. Let's crack this thing open. Woo! Dang. Certificate of authenticity. Very cool. Manual right up top. Does not appear to say that it's the 2016 version. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Doesn't really matter. Not a big deal. Oh man, look at all these parts. Okay. So here we go. This is bag 36,000? I'm not sure about that. I should point out that I really like this packaging. I like how they put the little sheet in there saying who this was packaged by. Pretty cool. This just looks like some hardware for something. I'm not exactly sure what. Volta Moldova. So we have a bunch of shocks in this bag, not machined pistons, oh well. Aluminum threaded shocks, shock bodies at least, aluminum threaded collars. It looks like the top shock caps are plastic. There are some springs in here. I'm trying to see what they are, but they are buried, man. I can tell you that I think this kit comes with 3 dot in the front and 2 dot in the rear. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's how it comes, because when you look at Martin Baer's setup, he uses 4 in the front and 3 in the rear for the harder setup. Let me just confirm that. Yes, that is correct. All right. This is our center slipper assembly right here, and got a nice carbon fiber piece that goes on the top. This is our aluminum motor mount. 3 slipper pads make up this slipper. 81 tooth spur gear. I'm not sure how these bag numbers are going here, but this says it's 36,003, or maybe it's the 0.08 there. Anyways, these are some, man, what is this? This is a battery foam right here. Battery braces, 2 different braces here. There's a short and a long, so you can actually have the shorter as the same size as the shorty battery, or the longer, giving you a little extra room to use your foam spacer in the back or in the front of the battery. Serrated wheel nuts in there. Looks like some miscellaneous items. Body pins. Front steering items. This is our top deck piece, I suppose, in the front. Carbon fiber. Aluminum servo saver post here. More hardware. Yes. Moving on. So this looks like parts for the rear. I'm guessing this is a rear hub. It is plastic. Seeing drive shafts, ball cups, some front knuckles here. This is front parts as well. Hinge pins, drive shafts, all sorts of stuff in this bag 4. I believe that's how this goes. Bag 4. Okay, bulkheads, and there's a shock tower in here. Not sure if it's the rear or the front. They're both shock towers that are in this bag. The front shock tower is 3.5mm carbon fiber. The rear is 3mm carbon fiber. We also have some center drive shaft pieces in there. Pretty nice. There's a little pinion gear. I don't know how well you can see that, but they look to be machined very nicely. Differentials, gear diffs, front and rear, all the parts you need in this one bag. Very nice. And suspension arms, suspension hangers, all the hinge pin blocks, however you want to call it, all aluminum. There's one right there, laser etched with some numbers as well as branding. A-arms. There's some sway bars too. More hinge pins. Very nice. Let's check out the body. Not trimmed. Very cab forward looking. It feels actually pretty thick, but you never know when they're not trimmed out. Actually doing that, it does feel kind of thin. But nevertheless, it shouldn't really matter. Pretty cool. Get this nice fin going up top. There, you can kind of see it a little bit better there. Nice. It's a cool body. What do we have here? All of our bearings in one bag. Wide assortment of bearings. Blue shielded bearings. All right, our fluids here. We have a big old thing of grease, 450 weight fluid, 600, I can only see the 6, dang it, what's it say? I'm sure it's 650, maybe it's 600, it's 600, and then 8,000. So 600, 450, and 8,000 diff fluid for the front and rear. Checking out Martin's setup here, he actually used 15,000 in the front, 10,000 in the rear diff and the slipper in the center, and then for shock fluid, 750 in the front, 550 in the rear. Man, this little bottle of diff fluid doesn't look like it'd be enough for both diffs, but I'm sure it is. Okay, let's look at the wing. Pretty nice, one wing, bunch of marks here on the back so you can pick where you want to cut it out. It doesn't appear to have any nipples here of where you mount it. That's kind of strange. Nah. It seems like I'm seeing one, but I don't think I am. Huh. Oh well. There's a part number on this wing on the back printed, 363510. Wheels, 12mm hex wheels, dished front and rear. These are the fronts. Also in the box, side guards. Dang, this is some gnarly plastic, man. This does not want to bend. Even if I tried, I can get a little flex out of that. I don't know how well you can see. This is high quality plastic, let me tell you what. Dang, gnarly. Okay, let me get those out of the box. Antenna straw. And finally, look at this, our dinky little chassis. That looks small. Man, look at all the mounting holes in there. There's a lot of different options. You can move your motor backwards or forwards. You can do different things with your battery. This is 2mm thick aluminum. You get a little bit of kick up in the front, nothing in the rear, all flat. It's not really milled out a whole lot. A little bit for the front diff, a little for the rear diff, but other than that, tiny little pockets here, and a bigger one here for our center diff slash spur gear. Maybe it's kind of more of where the motor is gonna go. I'm not entirely sure. But this seems like a rather basic chassis. It's definitely function over fashion. And that's it. One last thing I want to point out that I found on this setup sheet, these guys were using 2 option parts on their cars. The first one is part number 366220, that's the floating servo mount. And the second is part number 365471, that is the aluminum collars that go over the drive shaft to lock in the pins. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you want more info on this World Champ, you can check out the links down below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button for future RC videos. And until next time, peace.